Hello, welcome to Sunday Health Tips. I hope you had a wonderful week. My week has been very, it's been amazing. I had a very good week and I just feel so blessed and I'm very grateful to just be here at this moment right now and smiling through. So I hope you do feel the same way. Of course, life is not easy. Life is, our life is always filled with challenges, with obstacles, with adversities. But you got to learn to dance in the rain. Why? Right? And you got to learn to be kind, to be patient, to follow your dream, to go for what you want. Of course, there will be challenges, but then, everything, once you step over that challenges, everything will fall into place. I believe in that. And so, keep smiling. Don't stop smiling, okay? Be positive, be patient, be loving, be kind. Life is good. Just enjoy your moment. Appreciate the moment right now that you're having, the blessing that you are having right now, instead of focusing on the things that you can't have or you don't have. So that way you will be more positive and find something good in every day to uplifting your mood, your energy, to make your day last longer and happier and more meaningful for you. Okay, so today I'm gonna read you a story, and this story I found in this book right here. This is the Here and Now Meditation Foundation, and I had this book in the corner for a while and I totally forgot about it until this morning. I tried to clear out my clutter and I found this one, and I just got to flip on the pages and I found this story. I'm like, wow, this is such an amazing story. I should read it to you. And so this story title is Woman and Child. And the reason I picked this story is because I found myself in this story. And maybe after you listen to this story, you will find yourself in the story too. You will find yourself as the woman and the child in the story. So here we go. Most people say she's woman. Some say she's child. She thinks she's both. Together, they often go to the beach. The woman gazes into the deep water, longing for her lost continent of the distant past. The child builds a sand castle and giggles when the wind sneaks up and pecks her on the cheek. Once in a while, the wind asks softly, "Who are you?" The child laughs. "I am me, of course. Silly you." Then one day, the woman pauses and wonders who she really is. They say clothing does not make a person. So she takes off all her clothes. They say the physical form is not true identity. So She peels off her pieces of her body, and after every bit of the physical matter falls off, the layers of her non-physical form fall off. Then, to her surprise, there is nothing but emptiness, formless and void. The child is fascinated. She starts to wiggle a bit and feels herself expanding, expanding and expanding. She wiggles again and finds herself pervading the entire creation. Something is very odd, yet so natural here. With coverings peeled off, all things appear as emptiness, formless and void, just like her. In fact, the emptinesses are one and the same. Either everything is a part of her, or she is in everything, or maybe both. As she loses herself, the entire physical creation comes back into being within that void. Now, she is the little ant that is being crushed under someone's shoe. She is the small boy who is flying a kite. She is the monk who is preaching to a large group of people. She is disfigured leper whose pus-filled wounds are being cleansed by undistinguished nun, and she is also the nun at the same time. She is the man who is murdering a child, and she is the father who is grieving over the child's coffin. She is that man who touches a woman, touches her deeply, then walks off without an explanation. She is also that same woman, fixing her gaze on the horizon, as sunset for the next 1,000 years, silently grieving the loss of her moment of past. She is all the mountains and rivers, and she is a small stone, deep in meditation for centuries on end. She is all those humans able to roam the different, both seen and unseen, universe. And she is all of those universes. She is a kitten lying next to the railroad track, meowing weakly for help. Her hind legs are severed by the passing train. She is the young girl standing at the street corner waiting for customers. And she is also the nun who is praying for the salvation of the human race. Undifferentiating, unanalyzing, and without judgment, she feels all the pain, sorrow, joy, and sadness throughout. All the pieces of the physical body start to gather themselves back in shape. Along come the non-physical layers, view and awe. The formless void joins in, and voila, the woman-child appears as before. She puts on a flimsy gown and stands on the balcony, being a woman. The blinking star bears her witness. Her body trembles as the wind caresses her skin. As she embraces life's passion, her soul pervades into heavens, hells, and other differentiated high and low universe. Then she puts back on the ordinary clothes of the woman-child. In peace and equanimity, she again finds herself among the world of mortals and immortals, knowing that she belongs to them and they her. She puts on the outfit of a master, pretending to disseminate wisdom to a group of students. who she knows are none other than her own self. Though they may or may not be aware of this, she knows they need nothing from her or anyone else. Those who have paranormal power look at her void and they see gods and goddesses. She smiles lovingly. She knows they only see reflections of their own yearning and needs. They are a part of her, are they not? So the woman and the child go back to the beach. The woman again gazes into the deep water. The entire marine kingdom comes alive within her. The child again builds a sandcastle and laughs when the wind sneaks up and pecks her on the cheek. And again, the wind asks softly, "Who are you?" Without looking up from the sandcastle, the child smiles and whispers, "I am you." The end. So I hope you like this story. I hope that you found yourself as the woman and child in this story. I did find myself as the woman and the child in this story. And it doesn't happen a lot. It only happens when I am by myself at a very, very peaceful place, a peaceful surrounding, and especially when I'm eating in mindfulness. I am that woman and the child in that moment. I just see the whole universe in my bowl of rice. And I see myself in that bowl of rice. I see the whole universe in the bowl of rice. And I see myself as one. Everything comes as one, whole. It's just full and whole. And it was such an amazing feeling. It was so amazing that at that moment I didn't feel any judgments. I didn't feel any hatred. I didn't feel any sadness. No fighting with myself. No fighting with people around me. It's only love at that moment. Only love and peace. And I am just in harmony with the universe. And I experienced this probably a couple of times during my entire life. Sometimes I really miss that. I want to experience